Hogwarts Legacy Summer Update has finally been revealed, and in today's video, we are going to cover everything that is set to be added with the update. How big is the update set to be? Is it the final update for Hogwarts Legacy, or is this one just the start? Are the hopes of a new expansion officially dead, or could the summer showcases reveal something more? We have a lot to cover, guys, so check the video chapters for easy viewing. Don't forget to enter the PS5 giveaway as well. To enter, it's super easy. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, comment your Twitter handle, send me proof that you're subscribed either via my Discord or Twitter. Full details are in the pinned comment, and let's get started. So as you know, the Hogwarts Legacy team teased that there would be a summer update around the first anniversary of the game in February. Now, at first we thought the update would be somewhat substantial, especially since it was possibly 12 months in the making, but after further clarification from the community manager, they set expectations that the update would not be the big content update we were all hoping for. However, the update did add some awesome features, and the PlayStation exclusive content that other platforms weren't able to get is finally coming to the game. Now, according to the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter account, they posted a graphic with the caption that said this, and I quote, "No Revelio needed here. We're sharing all of the details around our upcoming summer update. Get ready to dive back into the magic of Hogwarts Legacy on June 6th. So if we take a look at the graphic right here, it shows off all of the updates coming to the game. The first one and the biggest feature being added is the highly requested photo mode feature. Now, this is a feature that I was really hoping would be added with the game's launch, but I guess it's better late than never. The photo mode seems like it has all of the basic features of a photo mode that other games have. As you can see from the graphic, it has a tilt option. There's the option to disable depth of field, focus distance, and focus amount for the depth of field. Next up, there's an option to change the exposure, the contrast, saturation, vignette strength. Now, just like most of the other photo modes, there's the ability to change filters. Then, as you can see from the graphic, this one says Slytherin, so I guess we can kind of assume that there's going to be a filter for Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff as well. Additionally, there is a filter strength slider, the chromatic aberration, and then we've got film grain. The photo mode will also have character poses. The character pose option that is selected in this photo is standing 2, which likely means that there's going to be other stances. Perhaps there's a sitting stance, maybe a jumping stance. These are just the options that we could see from the graphic, but one that I'm really hoping that we get is the ability to change the seasons, specifically on the photo mode. Now, speaking of seasons, that's one aspect of the post game that needs to be talked about, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So the next major feature in the summer update is the ability to reset talent points. As you know, like many other RPGs, they offer you the ability to respec your character's skill points. Well, with Hogwarts Legacy, there was no way to respec your character at all. Now, if you're on PC, you could obviously download a mod that allows you to respec your character, but having it as a feature that's built into the game by the developers, that means console players will also be able to respec their character. The only question now is, how will that respecing work? Now, my guess is that it's going to be a simple option that you click on the menu, but I really hope that it's a bit more in depth than that. If you've ever played a game like Ark Survival Evolved, you know that the way to respec in that game is by brewing a mind wipe tonic via the cooking pot. With Hogwarts Legacy having potions, it would be really cool to have an option to brew a potion, like for instance the forgetfulness potion that causes memory loss to the drinker. Another option could be having a professor or maybe even Deke use Obliviate on you, which would obviously wipe your memory, but that might be on the more extreme side. Any of the ways they implement it would be perfectly fine, but I would almost prefer the lore friendly way, you know, to kind of keep the immersion. But like I said, I'd be fine if it was just in menu option as well. So our next bit of content coming to Hogwarts Legacy is the Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest. Now, as you know, this was a part of the PlayStation exclusive content, so if you played on PC, Xbox, or the Nintendo Switch, you have yet to experience this quest. So for those of you that are unaware, the Haunted Hogsmeade quest is known as quote-unquote minding your own business. Now, to start this quest, it's pretty easy. Now, first things first, you have to enter Hogsmeade during the winter season and then look for the quest marker on the east side of town where you'll meet Penny, the house elf. Third, you'll need to talk to Cassandra Mason, who will then offer to sell you a shop for a low price. This quest is filled with puzzles and challenges, and it takes around 50 minutes to complete. And in my opinion, the Haunted Hogsmeade quest is one of the best side quests in Hogwarts Legacy. It's such an awesome quest, and I can't wait for everyone to have the ability to experience it. Now, on completion of the Haunted Hogsmeade quest, players will receive the Shopkeeper's Cosmetic set, which includes an outfit perfect for a shopkeeper. Now, next up, the summer update is also adding the PlayStation exclusive Felix Felicis potion recipe. Now, for those of you that were on other platforms, you were unfortunately out of luck on getting this potion, but following the release of the summer update, the potion will be available to everyone. Next up, we have some other cosmetics that are being added to the game. The first one being the glasses that lived, which are Harry's broken glasses with the tape on the nose, which he used as kind of a fix to his broken glasses. Next up, we have the Azkaban prisoner's outfit and the coat cosmetics. These are obviously pretty straightforward, just the prisoner outfits. Next up, we have the Lavender Borealis broom, which is a new broom with a lavender and purple color scheme, and it features an awesome trailing effect. And finally, we have the Onyx Hippogriff hippogriff mount, which was originally a pre-order bonus for all platforms and is being released to every Hogwarts Legacy player on all platforms via the summer update. This mount can be accessed in the gear menu, select the mounts tab, and then you could choose the onyx hippogriff. So moving right along, we got a new statement from the community manager about other updates that are set to go live with the summer update. They said on Twitter, and I quote, "The update will also include bug fixes on platforms and driver SDK updates for PC, and expect patch notes when the update launches next week." So just as we all kind of hoped for, not only is the update going to release with new content, but it's also going to be delivering bug fixes and driver updates. But here is where things get pretty interesting. Now, in another thread, when asked if photo mode was the only feature coming, the community manager responded with these words, and I quote, "This is the full summer update. No additional surprises in store for this one," which at first glance seems like a normal statement, but the wording used is specific. The words quote unquote "for this one" has me really curious. To me, this seems like confirmation that the summer update isn't the only update on the horizon for Hogwarts Legacy. Like, why would they use the words quote unquote "this one"? So you're telling me that there's another one? I was personally under the impression that the summer update would be the last and final update for the game, so the developers can focus their efforts on the sequel. Maybe the term quote unquote "summer" was also used intentionally for this update as well. Could we be expecting seasonal updates going forward, perhaps a fall or winter update? It's hard saying, but my guess is that this will be one of the last few updates for the game as the development focus shifts to the sequel. So while this update is pretty solid, I do hope that there is more in store for the game, as I feel like there's still a few missing elements and features that I think need to be added for the development to truly sunset. One of the features that I was hoping to see added with this update was the ability to toggle the seasons at the end of the game. It's a feature that I hope the photo mode has, but a toggle that lets you select what season you want to play on once you're at the end of the game would be really awesome. The Hogwarts Legacy seasons change with key points in the game's narrative, but once you get to the final season, you're kind of stuck there. I'll be happy if the photo mode has the toggle just so you can take pictures in whatever season you want, but going back and playing and then being stuck in the same season is a bit unfortunate. So I really hope that they get that added with a future update. Now, following the release of the summer update, it's worth mentioning that the support for this game is coming to a close. Like I've mentioned, our hopes and dreams of a paid expansion are dwindling by the day, and I think we're at the point where the game is a year plus out from release after they release the summer update and whatever updates they have in the works. That's likely where the support for this game ends. If you look at this game as a business, why would Warner Brothers prioritize a DLC that's like maybe $20 or $30 over a full-blown sequel that costs $70 plus? The answer is they likely wouldn't. Unfortunately, Hogwarts Legacy is perfectly poised for a sequel, and if they didn't already have a DLC mapped out before the release, odds are they won't change their plans and force one out. Even though Hogwarts Legacy was again the best-selling game of 2023, that is still not enough to warrant a paid expansion. Now, honestly, for me, I don't need a story expansion. I don't need anything super crazy like a paid DLC. I just want something added that'll breathe life into the game and give me a reason to go back and replay it. Something as simple as a New Game Plus mode would be enough to bring me back to the game. The goal of New Game Plus is to rebalance the game and make it so that the stuff that you had at the end of your first playthrough can then be used at the start of your new playthrough. New Game Plus also balances the boss's attack and defense patterns. Like, having some of the late game spells and early game quests sounds super fun to me. They could also do something as simple as more difficulty options, similar to what Starfield recently did. Having different sliders that allow you to customize your experience would also allow for more gameplay opportunities, thus making the replayability factor a lot better. If it's not already clear, one of my biggest criticisms with Hogwarts Legacy after a few playthroughs is the overall game's replayability. Once you beat the game for the first time, going back and replaying, you lose the excitement of experiencing and walking the halls of Hogwarts Castle for the first time. Everything starts to feel a bit samey. At least that's been my experience. Definitely curious to hear what your thoughts are though in the comment section. Like, if we do have another update on the horizon for Hogwarts Legacy, just give us something, anything that will give us a reason to go back and play through the experience again. If it's not New Game Plus, maybe like a hardcore difficulty or just something, anything that gives us a reason to replay the game again. Hogwarts Legacy's summer update is a long time coming for players who have never experienced the Haunted Hogsmeade questline, but for PlayStation players, the only real feature is the photo mode, which, as awesome as that is, it's still not enough to warrant returning to the game. I'm glad the community manager set our expectations before the reveal of the update, but I really hope that there is more in store for Hogwarts Legacy, because there's a reason they use the words quote unquote "for this one." So hopefully that means that there is more in store for Hogwarts Legacy after the summer update. Either way though, guys, that's gonna wrap it up with this video. If you enjoyed my coverage of Hogwarts Legacy, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications turned on so you're not missing out on any future gaming news and updates. Don't forget to enter the PS5 giveaway. Those details are in the pinned comment. And until next time, this has been Wes, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.